Hello, everybody, and thanks for joining again. Today, we're talking about Evolv Technologies, EVLV. We last spoke about Evolv December 5th of 2024 at a price of about $4.48. So we're down a bit since that time, but it was down a lot more, and now it's coming back up again. So they've had a few interesting things happen, which makes it worthwhile to update. So Evolv, AI-based human security company, weapons detection using artificial intelligence, both in the United States and internationally, focusing on the sports industry, so stadiums, it can be concerts and the like, gatherings of people, hospitals, schools, all the places you want to be safe when you're visiting, especially when it's a larger group of people and things happen with people. So some of the facts about Evolv is that they have screened over 2 billion people using their proprietary technology. Again, this is artificial intelligence. You go through a device. It uses the artificial intelligence to determine if you have a weapon on you, a concealed weapon, typically. They claim that they identify over 500 weapons on average a day as people pass through to go to their stadiums, schools, or hospitals, or companies, company buildings. They have over 850 customers globally, and they have over 6,000 units installed. So the big thing, as we get beyond what the company does, as a reminder, is that they just completed their accounting restatement. So they had to restate Q3 and Q4, and then the full year results for the year 2024. And now they just completed that in recent days, and they have regained the NASDAQ listing compliance and SEC, Securities Exchange Commission compliance. So this is good news for all of us investors. That gives you confidence that the financial statements are believable and truthful. And as part of that effort, they really have rebuilt the ship. They have gone through a complete overhaul of the team. There's the new CEO. There's new CFO, a new chief revenue officer. They've got a new board member addition. So these are all good things to rebuild and restore confidence to the investing public. Now, we'll get to the growth story in a moment. Insiders control about 17% of Evolv, and its addressable market right now about $3.5 billion with where they're at right now. But this is projected to look at up to $100 billion as they try to broaden their offerings through things like airports and go more global, international for their offerings. So, a few important things with that, and let's take a closer look at the fundamentals and see how they look with Evolv. I first became involved with Evolv Technologies back in November, December, as there was yet another school shooting. I said, there's got to be some kind of technology that can be used for this to help out, if only it can be deployed. So, not to get on any kind of political rants, I just want to keep people safe. And that was there was a California school shooting at that point in time. So Evolv seems to fit the bill with that as one of the premier companies in that space. And now that they've gotten past their accounting restatement, it gives us confidence in what they're doing behind the curtain. We know the technology is good and it detects things to keep us all safe, but are the numbers good and believable? The answer now is yes. So with a stock that's traded between $2.01 and all the way up to $4.65 in the past year, in a current market capitalization right now of about $705 million, Evolv is a very small market cap company with a huge opportunity. I don't think this trend will get smaller. This trend only gets larger. And with the stock price of about in the $4.30 range, this is actually up quite a bit since they've now reported their numbers and getting past their restatements. It's gone from about the $3.50 range all the way up into the 430s. This is good sudden momentum. That's about a 30% rise just in a handful of trading days, meaning year to date, we're now up about 9%. Over the 1 year, about 10%, but the 5-year return on Evolv is still down over 50%, which creates the compelling opportunity. Now, what's the balance sheet look like? It's actually looking pretty strong with over 50 million in cash versus 14 million in debt. Those are pretty good numbers for a high growth company. And the EBITDA has now turned positive in the Q4 of 2024. These are great signs. With that, in Q4, they reported revenue growth of over $29 million, and that is up 41% year over year. For all of 2024, they reported revenues of $103.9 million, and that's up 31%. So we're seeing some good revenue growth, top line growth numbers, and the bottom line is starting to come in with that as well. This appears to be that we're at that balancing act where now, if revenues keep projectiled up for us, then the bottom line numbers look better and better all the time. These are good growth story items to keep in mind. So analysts have this stock pegged at about, on average, $4.75, but that was before restatement got finalized, and we see what the actual growth numbers look like, with a top range of about $6.75. I would expect to see in the coming days and weeks that you might get some analyst upgrades on the stock. It's already a moderate buy right now, but I would think that you would probably get some stronger buys and some revisions upward in the stock price. And with the trend that we want to be safe, this is good AI-based technology. They've turned the corner. They've got the restatement out. They've restored investor confidence and compliance. Now might be a better time to take a look and see if and evaluate Evolv Technologies to see if it's right for your portfolio. I jumped in last December in the 440-ish range, and I'm starting to accumulate a little bit more right now, and will probably continue for the foreseeable future. I'm liking the trend, and I like where this company is headed. Take a look. Let me know what you're doing. Always interested, and for a different type of company to consider, AI, human security, take a look at Evolv Technologies. It might be right for you. Thanks again for joining, and appreciate the viewership, the subscriptions, and the likes. Tell me what you're doing.